Recording. We started the recording. Hello everybody on the VoD. You missed out on like half of a map, so nothing much, but this is what happens when I forget to hit the recording at first. Yeah, no, with my dump chest. Very much is the case of like most most of the things in there not gonna be too useful, but like sometimes there's some good items and I want to make sure. And hence why I have them still shown in my item filter. But there's some things, like bows and quivers, since, you know, they can only be used with bows, and then daggers, pretty much any of the shadow-based stuff. I'm just like, I'm not building any builds around these, so I don't really need to have them, I don't really need to have them go up because I'm just not making anything around it. Well, that's not worth it. Namely, it's just a case of every build I try and do with like a shadow, it just isn't good. And I do mean every build I've tried to do with a shadow just is not good. And then rangers, like I pretty much either I do like the melee kind of wild melee stuff, which is like if I want to do melee, I'll just hit things hard usually. Keyword on usually. I wanted to try Berserker this time, switch things up, and then ended up with just yelling. That's just what this character is. It just yells, and it causes bleeding in one's ears. Anyways, yeah, so I pretty much just either do quick attacks uh, yay, I got both my smuggler buddy and also the tower defense mode because, oh golly, I love tower defense. I was like, I'm not doing blight this time. Guess what I ended up doing really quickly because I was on my way near it. And I was like, ooh, would you look at that? 40% chance for extra blight things? Don't mind if I do. So, here we are with blight. I'm gonna come back to it. Also, I just realized I think that included the voice. That includes the voice line. Because go back to sound. Yeah, because he wasn't making any sound. Hmm? Yeah, that's some bad audio naming, I guess, or labeling. It's not expecting this area to go up this far. Get back here. Ding donk. Donk. Ding donk. Ding donk. Yeah, that's not too bad. I also love just like almost utter silence most of the time, and then just like, I cannot carry this. Okay, I need to go back again. Oh boy, we are filling up so quickly. I was not expecting to get this much loot. I wasn't getting this much loot beforehand. Okay, sell those immediately. I need to. I may also need to do some blight missions. We also may have to do some inventory management because I'm running out of space. Way quicker than I was expecting. Actually, no, I have a lot more space in dump 1 because I have been sorting that out. So, no worries. We should have enough dump space to get us through the stream. Dump, dump. Also, if you have any questions about the build or what I'm doing at all with this stream, feel free to ask. I mean, if you're not here right now, you probably aren't going to hear this. But also, I guess still applicable with the VoD. If you have any questions, and I mean with any of the VoDs, feel free to ask. Because I am all for... Also, I just remembered... I forgot my D&D tuber again. Sorry for the switch. Cause yeah, I had to fix the. I moved the thing over to where my metal arms D&G tuber thingamabob is, and then forgot that could cause some issues if I have two things on the same place. But anyways, where is it? Going back in here. Right. VoD, ask questions, all that good stuff. Pretty much, it's good. It's a case of if you have any questions, and like whether it's live or whether it's just on the VoD, feel free to ask them because I am more than happy to respond and have some fun with it. Answer whatever questions you may have. It's also very easily the case that I may not get to it immediately. It just kind of depends on if YouTube gives me a notification for my VOD channel, then bada bing, bada boom, we're in business. If it doesn't give me a notification, then I have to it'll be until I actually check my comments of my VOD channel. I don't do that very often. Mainly because I stick things up on the VOD channel and then go, that's pretty neat when I check things later. Namely as well, people have been actually watching the VOD channel, and I've been really appreciative of that because it's like, yay! I'm glad people are wanting to enjoy the streams, but can't make it to the streams because just based off of how reliant it is, it definitely feels like it is like a case of someone is actually going through the VODs and like, oh sweet, it sucks that I wasn't able to catch it live, but at the very least, I could, watch the VOD. So, whoever you are out there, thank you. And I hope you keep enjoying. Oops. That's what I wanted. Okay. Just not minions. Got it. Let's, do that. Let's do... I don't know if this is the best or a good setup, but it is the setup that I am at least doing. And now I stand here burning the ears of my enemies. Exile! Well, that's at least good. Okay. That's, yeah, that should be not too bad. Maybe it's a case I should upgrade more than than just tower span, but it's been a little while, and so I haven't refigured things out again. Okay, that went well though. I mean, it did help that I had Huck with me, so. And this didn't have any durability mods either. And if I do, yay! Okay, what are my things? Yeah, I got that. Jump. Okay, ooh, another deviation screen. That might be good for hit things hard. Oh, actually, speaking of hit things hard, build, I was thinking of an Inquisitor one, messing around with an Inquisitor, and then instead of using a maul, aka two-handed, doing a staff, so that way I could also block and stuff. Because the thing is, as long as you have the intelligence, it feels like it's a no-brainer just to use the staff, because you probably do lose some DPS, but you also gain the ability to fairly easily have like 50-50, or even easier with the glancing blows, maxed out block chance. And it is wild. Like, to the point of just like, why would you not want to use a staff if you're able to? we'll have to redo some things because I'm taking things off. What does this get? Stone Gaze. Lightning Storm. I've never really messed around with the lightning towers, or really any of the towers besides Stun, Cold, and Fire. Sentinel towers, okay. Useful. Summing. Meteor. Freeze Bolt. Debating on do I want range or do I want damage with them? I'm just gonna do both. I'll do one with range, one with damage. And hard focus on the chilling towers while I do things. It's a minor thing, because I don't think I'll get much out of it. Alright, get those back on. Let's do some Keurig missions. I don't think I've done that one. Okay. Mayokan or Maelstrom of Chaos. Mail. Okay, it's normally tier 6. And Maelstrom of Chaos is usually tier 5. So okay, we're gonna go with Mayocom. Because of the fact that it's technically higher tier normally, so technically might be more difficult to get, but I don't know how true that is. But we're doing it. Also, this might be one of those like, oh no, I've messed up. Also, the bunch of extra lightning damage may be my doom, because I am never that great with the odds this one. That's what I thought. It's the Fair Graves. This one actually always ends up giving me trouble, and I think it is due to that sizable extra lightning damage, the 2 extra times lightning damage. However, the benefit is I can just keep moving. Granted, I think the Fair Graves boss, or maybe it's the Beetle. What's this dude's name? Vestal. It might also be Vestal. I wanted to call him Beetle or Beevil. Nope, it's Vestal. It might also be him. Granted, I still think it has that energy of Fair Graves, you know. But then again, this is also the area where you do 2 quests for the dude, for the Vestal dude. Hey, kids! I hope you're doing well. Also, I have no idea if you're able to enjoy the eclipse today. That was also I ended up watching the eclipse stuff on the NASA live stream. I had a lot of fun with that because it was really cool. It also was a case of me being incredibly productive during work, as I easily got distracted at times with just watching the live stream. But I can also say it was a very, very much the case of me, or not me, of our work kind of encouraging us to enjoy the eclipse or live stream. So it was very much like I don't feel bad for focusing on the rare occasion, because it very much was the case of like, hey, go enjoy this. I mean, to be fair, I also didn't know they were streaming until our work kind of told us, like, hey, by the way. It was like, ooh, okay. So I wouldn't have known either. I also totally didn't even realize that it was coming up. I've just been so out of it. I really enjoyed the first, the Eclipse, and I think it was 2017 or something. I think I was still in high school then. because it was a nice. We just all gathered in the park and enjoyed it. It was quite the good time. I'm doing pretty good overall. Um, oops. The mouse every so often does mess up, but yeah, I say overall doing pretty good. I've been having a lot of fun playing some games, working on some projects. Been working more on projects again, which has been good for getting things done. I also have been doing a lot of public matches in this game, Path of Exile, because oh, nope, I need to just keep running. Does not matter what build I am, those lightning spires are deadly. But yeah, I've been doing a lot more public matches, public groups in this game, to level up my alts, and it is just amazing. Like even this morning, it was just a group of 3, but we were just blitzing through the map, literally just decimating everything in our way within like a moment's notice. It was just like, ah, yes, this is Path of Exile. And it was so much fun. And it also took maybe 20 minutes to get through the entire act. That's a, oh boy. And I had to try and look. That's not gonna be fun. Okay, let's just bounce around, bounce around. You don't see me. Okay, you still do. Let's... Okay, this guy's not here. So... I should be able to kill this one, I'm hoping. Though it is physical resistant, which is unfortunate. Um, what else would I be able to do? But yeah, doing the public matches have been, one, just tons of fun, and two, way super uber quick compared to me going through it solo. And to be fair, this is also still with my Temple army. And so I was like, I want to make a Temple army this time, like fully up. So I was like, I'll get it through one act a day. And so it has pretty much an army of summoned minions. So it's still really dang quick. But it still was not the quickest one uh, when it came to that group. And it was just so much fun. I will also say it's helped a ton with kind of my stress and stuff. Well, regarding just overthinking human interactions and all that, which has been quite nice because it's basically been the case of like, see, you have nothing to worry about. And it's like, oh, okay. At least for Path of Exile. Trying to not overthink everything will be a very difficult task, I will say. But definitely is the case of like I'm making some progress in not worrying about things as much, which is good, because every little bit helps, and that's also the main reason I'm going to therapy. So it'll be nice if I can manage to get that's already filled. Get everything nice and sorted out with that. I also may be incredibly busy Wednesday, and I might end up doing a super long stream and having some fun. Granted, I'm not sure exactly what, to be honest, because I don't know what I'd do to make it special other than just me existing for a long time, but I don't know. It still might be one of those things I do. Okay, dude, where is the boss? I'm pretty sure I need to click on something, but I didn't see anything to click on. But yeah, so I may do a extra long stream on Wednesday. However, the downside is it will just be pretty much in the evening because oh, it was all the way down here. Because of the fact that I just don't have that much time on Wednesdays. Because I have work, and then therapy. Okay, yeah, there's Fair Graves. And then, that doesn't leave too much time, so then I have food. I have to get some food. So, and maybe it'll be a case of I just relax. Yeah, whoops. I just relax and maybe do a fun little stream for it on the weekend or something. I don't know. We'll have to see how my plans go. Also, dang, I gotta say, I'm barely taking any damage despite the 200% extra lightning damage, so I am pretty darn happy with that. I like how I'm like, ooh, trap support, and I was like, I don't use traps. I don't use traps, I don't use mines. Actually, speaking of that, I did the labyrinth earlier, and the transfigure gem choices I had were all uh, traps or mines, and I was like, that's not helpful. However, I will say at the very least, one of them looked cool, and maybe I'll do like a crit thing with them, but I still highly doubt it. I will say this map is really good for hey, get back here. I need to kill them. I need to at least hit you with food. I don't actually know if I need to hit you at all, but I want to hit you. Need to hit the boss. Actually, I don't even need. I just need to yell at it. Though the funny thing, I probably generate more rage from my counterattacks than I do from just smacking things with a rage or chain hook. I either call it rage chain or the rage hook, and I never actually call it the correct name. The key thing is that it generates rage, which then allows me to use berserk, which then allows me to do a lot more damage and take a lot less damage. And oh boy, it works wonders. It is. I was like, maybe I should go full, just get max rage and keep it up. But I've realized just having berserk go off as often as possible does wonders for the survivability and damage. Whoop. Because it is just the case of you just take a lot less damage, and then so it helps with recovery for like fights like this where it's like, oh, they're slowly doing damage, and then you get berserk, and then you're suddenly taking a lot less damage, and then you're healing up. It's so just wonderful. It's like, you know what? I didn't give it enough credit. I'm gonna give it enough more credit now. Also, I did use Blood Rage for a bit, but it had an issue of it just was not worth the 4% health drain per second. It was just like, it's not doing enough to be worth that. And then I also was using Warlord's Mark until I realized it's just doing leech and nothing else, really. Because I'm not stunning anything, so I'm not getting rage from it. So I was like, you know what? I'll switch to this mark. And so every hit I do, I also get I get healing back. Definitely not good to lightning. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Almost dead. I really wish I did have calling on one of my things, but I do not have. Also, I had no reason to kill that apparently. But I just do not have anything that or any gem slots. Like, it is very much the key case of I am fully out of slots. And yeah. Like, ooh, Divine Vessel, sweet. That could actually be useful. And by could be useful, I mean, I will actually have to check the different gods and what could actually be useful for. Just realize something. I mean, I would need to get immunity to bleeding, I believe. Because bleeding will still be a nasty thing. Try and deal with. Okay, no, still out there. Because usually I do the you don't really take much damage from bleeding minor god. But if I may actually get more use out of the one where I take less reflect damage and also reflect hexes because of the fact that well, one of my key defenses is that I end up reflecting damage back to myself. You know, questionable goodness at best, but it's a really effective defense. I gotta give it credit. But it still does reflect damage back to me. So if I can pretty much nullify that almost entirely, completely, that might be okay. Still a little bit more to go. I guess this is why I do not like this. I like how it's like one monster remains. I know exactly which one it is. And also, I guess the ghosts that are lying in wait. That's unfortunate. But it's a Soul Eater thing one. Okay, didn't go down this coast again. Um, Tangented some. Oh yeah, but it'd be fun to actually mess around with a different minor god instead of the same ones I do every time. But you know, or would the fun be in that? You know, trying something new and different instead of going, well, I do like being nearly immune to bleeding effects. And I will say it's not like full immunity, it's just, it helps a lot. And otherwise, you just do not have a good way of dealing with it. So it's just like, I'm very weird. If there's two monsters remain, so my guess is two's back up front and there's still the Soul Eater. Yep, hey look, the Soul Eater. Speak of the devil. But yeah, been having a lot of fun with this build. I sadly though, I have not found a labyrinth trial in one of my maps. He's not up here, dang it. Where is he? Where I just have it's gotta only be like a few things left. I swear I've done this went around this area multiple times now. Maybe it's up here I need to deal with. Not sure there even is anything up here. Yeah, let's just go down here. No, nothing really. Oh, where could this super boss be? Yeah, well, let's just try and take this one out. Because, oh yeah, he's dying fairly quickly. And he doesn't have Soul Eater. Or doesn't have much effect to Soul Eater, because there's nothing around. Which means I don't get any extra minions, but oh well. Okay. Zero monsters. So it's definitely, I've missed a pack somewhere. The key is where? Where, oh where do I need to go and kill more things? Yeah, because I haven't completed it yet. I was like, maybe I had actually completed it, just didn't realize. Nope. We are gonna search over this because I want to get it done, and I'm like, why? What have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? I'm glad these aren't timed at the very least. Surprised those didn't come up because they didn't actually look like I had gotten them.
My mana is gone.
Ah, that's where the last one is. Okay. Hopefully the last one. Yeah. And this is where I just run around. And just keep spinning them. Mark them. And bring them over here. So that my minions can spawn. Right over here. I want to be able to hit you with my minions. Minions. Oh no, minions are here as well. Okay, perfect, perfect. All is well. Need to put on chaos resistance because he keeps putting chaos things down. Which is also might be where my minions are able to come from. He may be rezzing the corpses for me. I mean, summoning new corpses for me. Isn't it so nice of them? Making the fodder for me to summon minions. Yay. I got it done. Took a little while. But I did it without dying, so that's actually a pretty good one for me. Do I go for the essence as planned, or do I go up here? I'm gonna go up here because I'm still a sucker for Blight. It's just so much fun for me. Then again, I've always been a sucker for tower defense games. And honestly, it does not change anything whether it's within another game. If there's a tower defense mode in any game, I will be out there enjoying it and taking way too much of my time because trust me, I am a sucker for tower defense games, and I do end up playing them way too much. Okay. Okay, that could be good. The Malgaro in our Malo also could be good. And honestly, all of the major ones are really good. Okay, I want to try messing around with that. Just for a bit. Just because it might be the case where it's totally useless. But I want to mess around with it, so. I will say that's pretty good for a lot of extra chaos stuff if you do double up there, but like in general, it doesn't feel like it's that useful. Okay. Right here, right here. Why? Okay. Okay, that's the only one I have that I could get as of now. It's not a bad one, but it definitely is the worst one out of there, so. We will put it away for now. And I go to the maps and go, hey, what else do I have? I have a new one. Nice, okay. Do that. Actually, before I do that map, I'm gonna pop over, not there, here, and I'm gonna do a heist or two. Get the quest heists out of my way. So that way, I have a little bit more inventory space.
Kitava's rebirth has heralded countless tragedies, but there has been one shining light to come from it. The unshackling of my brothers and sisters. Freed Karui.
I mean, fair.
The first survivors to reach the shore.
I've done that a few times where it's like, whoops, didn't realize I was on that screen when I hit that shortcut, or didn't realize my mouse was there when I clicked.
Finally enjoy the freedom they should have had all along. Then it started coming unwound. A man by the name of Happy Happy, who was helping the returnees resettle, has gone missing. A witness claims he was taken abroad, a slaver's ship. I know where that ship took him. I want you to go there. I want you to find him. And I want you to free him.
Okie dokie.
Why?
Well, actually.
Tala and good tidings. Have some contracts if you need one.
Nope, just not coins. Okay. I don't know what I can actually use the coins for past just minor like fees and stuff.
Just tell me where to build.
Okay. Get this one done.
A strong plan is the best path to success.
Okay. The best part, I could just run. Not worry about anything. Nothing out of that chest. And... Open that door. Have a deal with that. Then jump over here like they can't even hit me. They look a scared. And a boy fun. Jumping around. Having a good time. That's honestly fair. I can at least really respect that a lot of people enjoy Stardew. I could never get over the interaction and facing. Oh, that's dang good. I'm gonna have to look through those later. But I wanted to be able to swing like the sword in the mines and stuff. I wanted to be able to swing like the sword where I clicked, and not just where I was looking, so that way I could like back up and still be swinging at the enemy, but you just can't, and that was a deal breaker for me. I quite literally was just, I played for maybe 30 minutes and then went, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna enjoy this game anymore. And so I refunded it. Because it was very much the case, like, it's a super minor thing, but it is gonna be too much of an issue for me. But at the same time, I can fully understand that, you know, people love the game nonetheless. Everyone has, you know, their own preferences, and no shame in going like, I don't like this. The only shame that comes around. Ooh, nice one. The only wisdom or only shame that comes from it is if you think a game is bad just because you don't like it, and that's when it's like, yeah, other people are probably enjoying this game. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's a bad game. Though there definitely are some games where it is just like, I'm enjoying this, but it definitely is a bad game. Because there are just some things in some of the games that I play, and not necessarily all bad games. Oh, chromatic orbing question. There are some things in games that are just like, this is just bad. Namely the Star Wars game I've been playing. I haven't played it for about 2 weeks now, just because of the case of I was not having fun with it. And it was just getting me more and more annoyed. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not playing it. And then I haven't played it. Though they are doing a PC client, so I may end up playing it again. But at the same time, nice thing with the PC client, I can make macros. So then I can take away some of the tedious things and then maybe enjoy it a bit more. Also, I could just slap it on my computer instead of having another thing I have to worry about on my phone. I think I do need to let the cat out, so I'll be up. Yeah, one of our cats was sleeping nice and happy on her Lego table with the sweatshirt that probably will need to be washed again, but you know, at the very least, she's very happy. So I am a sucker for keeping my cats happy. Oh no. We actually haven't gotten it yet. I will say I am surprised because my mom has been wanting a new one.
Break it. Science deserves better masters than the Templars.
But yeah, so one of her cats is, I guess she's just kind of gotten comfortable with me, just like, yeah, you're all right. You listen to me, and has been just enjoying the Lego table, just like I'm nice and comfy here. I also have another cat, or there's also another cat, that's the barn cat. But they are very spoiled, and well, just to say the least, they do end up having a tendency to just sleep on my bed, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely is the case of like they are very spoiled, and they are still outside more often than they are inside, I think. But it is one of those like it's a questionable amount, you know. And they are also very, very happy on my bed. They're all nice and cozy. Okay, what are these things? Okay, bow. Oh, that's not bad. I can't use that one just due to the fact that I do indeed. Oh, that's actually really good. Except for I don't have better cold resistance, so it doesn't really matter. I get about the same amount either way. Now, if it was physical as an element, it could be good. But that's still pretty good, I will say, in general. Probably? I don't know. That could be good. Not really. That could be nice. Yeah, that's not a bad one for zombies. I could probably slap it over to my Templar army and get 2 extra zombies. Yeah, I bet that one wasn't fun. This one's not too notable. It's not bad, but it's not too notable either. That's not too bad. But I probably won't end up using any of these. Oh yeah, I'm it.
Yes.
Okay, let's help her. Whoa. Okay. I will say, these heist missions are so much easier when I don't have to worry about actually attacking. I could just kind of bounce around and things will die.
You're gonna regret this.
Ooh, okay, that's gonna be... There are some of those, so I do have to worry about that.
No one enters.
Be a bit careful. So I could just kind of bounce around. I will say that's kind of the best part about this just yell build. I just have to worry about staying alive because
Push him back.
I just automatically deal damage, so Okay, we got a bunch of jewels. That's not too bad. I probably will end up having to go over them. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oi! Thieves!
Where do I need to go? Okay, I need to go down here. Those totems I've started noticing. I think it's just a few missions, or it's the 70 plus ones that actually have those again, technically.
Oh, I
So
don't
you
think
can
so.
actually, you can mess up.
Did you hear that? Oh, I don't think so.
But I'm
Get them!
so used to just not getting to this point with heist things, so I never have to worry. And then I realize, go like, oh no,
Stop right there.
ooh, nice. I will check those out later because I do not want to actually mess up. Well, I think I had a bit of dust. Try and go down the wrong pipe.
Die!
Boing. No bonuses from her. Okay, wrong way. This is quite literally absolute puzzle.
You're gonna regret this.
Boing. This way. That's why I keep tabbing to look at the map. Okay, guess we'll go this way. Hey, look, some scrolls of wisdom, because I do need those really, really badly. Because of the fact that, hey, I pick up way more than I need to, so it's always the case of... Also, I like how her lines of getting hit are not voice lines, which is interesting. Boing. Oops, wrong way. Boing. Oh, gosh. Oh. Okay, pop over this way, pop back, that up. We'll ignore that though, because I just need to get out. Okay. Easy peasy. All done and dusted. I think I already have. Yep, I'm pretty sure I have this. Or maybe not, actually. That actually might be good for a reflect, or good for... I do already have it. But they might be good for Impale. Trying to do a Call of Steel build. Which I haven't done one of those yet, but could be good. That's a, like, ooh, spear. But I am very happy they made things very, inventory friendly. Oh, cool.
This spear is a tremendous weapon.
Okay, light nuke.
One fit for a goddess. The merchant Hargan expects its return, but he shall be disappointed. When I bring it home to my Akara, our honor will be partially restored in the eyes of our fellow warriors. You did well, Exile.
Okay. I had to, blow my nose because allergies are no fun. And I didn't want to keep sniffling on stream. Doesn't mean I'll end up stopping sniffling, but at the very least, I would tempting to do a little bit less. Yep. This thing. Okay, perfect. Doop-bop-bop, ba-doop-bop-bop, boop-bop-bop, ba-da-bop-ba-da-ba-da-bop, bop-bop-bop, beep-beep-beep-ba-da-ba-doo. Okay.
You think
now-
we're stupid?
Yes. Yes, I do. I just love those little lines. Also, I love how those are lines, but the hey, I'm being hit over here are not. I will also say heist is like the perfect way to get
Trying for this. Clean.
jewels.
Good.
Also, dang, that should be good. I can't really do anything
Myself
with
for
it.
combat.
But it's great for getting jewelry. Because otherwise, getting jewelry is actually surprisingly difficult. I mean, it's still hard to get good jewelry, but you know. At the very least, it is easier to get it, to have a chance of it dropping.
But not too heavy.
Also, I love how this one's like, drains your mana and all that. It's like, I have no mana to drain. Okay, let me up that. Got at least something. And potentially it could be a useful axe. I doubt it. Just because, surprisingly,
Ready
that
yourself for
8%
combat.
damage over time multiplier, that just does a lot. It really carries the show.
Leave it to me.
You're gonna
Give
regret this.
me... Wrong way.
Not a problem.
Order scrolls, potential things of
Make
wisdom.
him suffer.
I also really need to get
No
into
more
the trading
off-stars,
some more.
careful.
Just in general, but also it'll be great.
I'm certain they're on
Perfect.
to us.
Yeah, sword knights. Because I really do like
Time to retreat.
I really do like trading,
Fighters in
but
bed.
I once again have a paralyzing fear with almost anything. So if I can get back into that, one, it'll just help with the general amount of stuff.
Sir,
But also it'll mean I can just like, this is a good item. I don't need it. Here, you can have it. I get your raw currency. I use said raw currency. Over, you know, get other things. And bada bing, bada boom. It's all good, kind of stuff.
don't lose momentum.
I don't know why I keep tacking. I don't need it.
I should stretch for this.
I am kind of excited. It's one of those things where it's like, I probably won't end up watching it. Or at least not quickly. But at the same time, I might end up watching it shortly after it comes out, just because
Look at
I'll
me
have
now,
Prime kind of thing.
Moro.
But it's one of those, like, it may be good, it may be bad, just due to the fact that it is a, you know, a film or show based off of a video game. It's one of those things of just like, yeah, this could be bad. It really just depends on how well they stick to the established lore. Like, and the nice thing with Fallout, you could easily do whatever you want as long as you play by the rules that have been set. Like, and the thing is, they're fairly wide rules, but it doesn't mean they won't mess it up. And because that's exactly the thing, is a lot of game ones are just like, you just decided, you know, we have this IP, but what if we just ignored the entire IP and just, I felt like making my own story, but with this branding on it. So it could easily be one of those things, but at the very least from all like the trailers and like little bits here and there, people have been like, ooh, this actually seems pretty decent. Like, this is pretty much sticking to what is established. And, like, nice and simple. Just, like, it'll be its own fun little story, but it will be within the universe and making sense. But we'll end up seeing. We'll see if it's a good or bad.
Wish I was surprised by this turn of events. I really do. This is just another line on a page. In in a book writ only of atrocities against the Karui people. I fear this will not be some aberrant event, but is the beginning of a pattern. I appreciate your effort, though. I will stay vigilant. I hope you do as well. I will send a message to Happy Happy's friends and family. They will give him an honorable send-off.
But don't get those coins. Ooh. Whoa, okay. We shall be leaving. I don't know. I have a feeling it was some of the UXs and stuff, like or MTX, the fancy things, but it was definitely like, I don't think that's gonna be good for my computer or stream, not one bit. Interesting. This is one of the cases where a corrupted item could actually be useful, and it just doesn't have anything good on it. Like, nothing on it is good. Doesn't mean I can't find something for it, but it definitely is just like, what would I do with this? And leveled up. Okay, I got 336, let's say, or 357, and now ice 367. That feels good. This is gonna feel good. That's gonna be a nice 50% or so damage increase. Because I already have, I think, about 100% physical damage, so another 100% only be about 50% more. But I got all those main quests, or primary quest contracts done. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, let's go. We have less armor, less chance to block. Yeah, this could be deadly. But I'm also gonna call, I should be fine. As long as I just keep jumping around. Jumping around and having a good time, and having a good time, and nothing gonna stop at all. Shouldn't. Because it's not a good one. I'm kind of potentially crunchy. But I'm still gonna do it. Let's pop that. That's gonna be nasty, so let's actually do that. And yeah. That should be good. Actually, I'll just do that. That shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Light is right there. Let's hope we can find Huck. Because that'll make my life a lot more doable. Life tap. Wonderful, wonderful. That is the downside of having two one-handed items, is that you have to split them up between two. And I'm using all my 4 slots. They're very much. Like, it's just a case of, like, I'm using these. Oh, yes. We got Huck. Perfect. That was also another level for Corrupting Christ, so I should be doing 5,000 DPS per dot. Holy, 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 holy. To say the least, I'm happy. I'm a very, very happy person. Also, question actually. Let's run a bit. Chain hook one. Ooh, just one more level and that's maxed out. Ooh, actually, speaking of one more level and maxed out, that's actually really good. That just means in general. Just means that I might actually start being able to improve the quality of certain gems. That way, they'll be a lot more effective. I mean, I'll have to level them up again, but at the very least, that's something I can work with. I love jumping around. I gotta say, that's probably the best thing about this character, is the fact I could just hurt them while just jumping around. Just having a good time. I don't think much is going to try and stop me. I did at one point have a buff to my auras and a little bit better mana efficiency, but I traded 2 gem slots for about 5 skill points. So it was just like I think that's worth it, because I still have pretty much most of what I can do, but now everything pretty much costs mana, or costs health instead of mana, and I do not need any mana or mana efficiency. Now, if I were to get some mana efficiency, that would still be nice, because of the fact that I still do have one of my spells on just mana, because I just can't link it to life tap, because I don't have enough slots. Because it would be nice not to have to switch off an aura to be able to cast it, but at the same time, I rarely need to cast it, so for the most part, I can make that like, not the greatest, but you know, I'll deal with this kind of situation. Because at the very least, then I summon minions, and that helps with the DPS a good bit. Good bit, I do say. Oh yeah, Berserk gives me the speed boost. I always forget that the Berserk also gives me speed boost. Interesting. I was not expecting one of the whatever these dudes are to show up. These anything with lightning is very, very frightening for me. Just because it can shock, which means I take more damage, which is just really nasty. Let's sell that and keep tossing. A lot of stuff this time already. I mean, I like the loot, but don't get me wrong. Just do wish I was able to sort through it a little bit easier. Now those I could probably not mark anymore, but it's the like, ooh, I don't know what this is. Seems fancy. I just haven't unfancied it pretty much. Okay, let's do this arena. Oh, it's this again. Just a different version of the map. Oop. Let's try this one, because you get more rewards. I don't know the actual difference, but more rewards are more rewards, so. Okay, and now we take 2 hours to defeat it. Because the downside is it also is harder to kill. And it's very unfortunate. Luckily, I am taking pretty much no damage. Get ready for high intensity peak gameplay of me holding the right click button down and sitting here for about a minute. I don't know actually how long. But I do know, like, it does take a little while. I mean, the nice thing is, like, I am killing it, but still, it does take a little while. Woo. Ah, I already have that one. Dang it. It's always the downside of like, oh sweet, I got a legendary. Oh, I already have that legendary, which means it just goes into the normal stash. And unless I get back into trading, it's just gonna sit there forever. That's also another reason I should get back into trading. So I actually trade away the uniques that I do not need, instead of allowing them just to sit there forever. It also means that I can, if I get back into trading and stuff, it also means I can easily like go, hey, this item, this unique would be really useful. Let me look into that, and then just get it. Because it's not the case of like I don't have the stuff to be able to get these really rare items. It's just a case of like I don't have the confidence to go, hey, I'll pay you good currency for this. I've done it, I want to say, once in Path of Exile. I've done it a lot in Warframe, but I haven't done it for a while. But I used to do it a ton, and that's pretty much how I forwarded all the extra slots I got, because downside with having a massive collection in Warframe is that it does take a good amount of platinum to do so. Or at least, playing the game, because you can also get extra slots here and there. But in general, it is a case of like, you'll sell stuff to get platinum, to get slots. And I am starting to run out of platinum, so I will need to start trading again in Warframe as well. Which might help with the getting started with trading more with Path of Exile. Okay, let's hope this goes well. Okay, let's just start with this one. Let's fully upgrade it, and we're just gonna call it good for now. Because I do not know how this is going to branch, and this may branch really poorly. Perfect, actually. Fireball.
Let's see what this tower can really do. Branching Exile.
That's true. Yeah, let's have some minions to slow them down. I haven't messed around with the minions much. Woo! Okay. I don't know what's doing this, but nasty. I don't know why they're just launching a ton of projectiles. I wish they were a little bit slower so that I could build things a little bit easier. Okay, looks like I've managed to kill him, so perfect. Sweet. We have managed to do it.
I cannot carry this.
Okay, I will pick that up. I need more decks. I have hit that point. I actually needed another thing of decks. Well then, that is unfortunate. Because I'll need to figure out something to give me a little bit more decks. Because I don't want to spend the skill point on it. Actually, I can just grab over there for now, probably. But it'll still be one of those, like, I wish it didn't, but at the same time, I want to get that additional skill point. And that less important. Actually, I'm gonna check that really quick. And then also pop portal. Yeah, I get an extra 400 evasion. That's always a sizable amount. Yeah, I already have it. And toss this one. Perfect. I do love when I get more chromatics. More essences. Nice. Not too bad. That is nice. Okay, let us portal back again. I should have just went north instead of using a portal scroll, but whatever. Again. Okay, and then see, yes, I do have actually an order of regret. So I'm gonna do hop over here and actually get rid of that one now. I think I've caught up. Technically get rid of that life one as well, but I'm gonna leave it for now. And I think in this case we are just gonna slap that point there because actually dexterity. I could also slap it there, I guess. Well, I could also put it there. I mean, that's not actually useful. Yeah, I think that would be the most quote unquote useful. Okay, but that's at least that's done. So I'm actually done with regret points, which is kind of nice. But then I'll do that over there. That should all be good. Okay. Chance. Evasion chance. 48. 50. So that's a solid 2% bonus, which is good. Okay. I think time-wise, hour or something. I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. Don't have anything extra fun for everyone today, but this was just a nice, good little bit of fun. Yeah. I had some fun with this. Got a bunch of stuff done. And yeah, I don't really have anything extra to say. Just hope everyone enjoyed. I'm gonna get this recording up probably tomorrow, and I may be back on Wednesday, but at the very least I'll be back on Thursday, or Thursday for some Warframe, and then on Saturday we will have some Fallout 2 for everyone to enjoy. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful time. Bye bye.